What's up, you guys? In today's video, I'm going to talk to you about whether process servers should offer a refund, cases where you should give a refund, cases where you should not give a refund, and some best practices if you're building a process serving company to avoid getting those terrible one-star reviews. Let's get into it.
You're listening to Process Server Daily.
All right, so I'm here on my Harley, about to do my nightly walk, and I was just thinking to myself, I had someone ask for a refund, and we went to the address, went to another address, went above and beyond, actually made a same-day attempt on a routine service, and they still wanted a refund. And I looked in the notes, and it looks like nobody called them. Nobody called them. We have a lot of attorneys that we work for, that we serve for, but this was actually a pro se, or in California they call it a pro per. And the important thing to note about a pro per is that they don't do this. They don't know what service or process is. To them, you're like a glorified Amazon delivery driver. And if you try to make an attempt and you don't get it done, there's so many delivery services that if it's not delivered, it doesn't even have to not be delivered. If it's not delivered on time, it could be 5 minutes late. And UPS and FedEx, they actually have in their terms of service, if it's more than a certain amount of time late, then they will refund the full amount of the delivery, even though they got it. Okay, so this is a common thing for people when they hire a process server to think that because it wasn't delivered or served, right, properly, if it wasn't served at all, then they want a refund. So it is a common practice in my business. Every single time it's a pro se, we call them and we say, just to let you know, you're paying, you just ordered online, you're paying for the attempt to serve. We may not serve it. Why? Because what we're delivering, people don't often want. We're going to try to catch them off guard and get them served. This is also another great opportunity for you to ask them, is this the very best address that you have for them? Is this the very best opportunity that we have to get them going to work or maybe at work, right? And this gives them a second chance to go like, you know what? It actually would be better for you to serve them over here. Now they're on the same page. So when you try to make the attempts and then they say, if they don't ask you this, you ask for them. You go, well, what if we go and we make our 3, 4, 5 attempts, whatever you offer, and we're not able to serve it? Then what? And then answer it for them. Well, we give you a declaration of diligence showing that we went at this time and this date, and then tell them that it actually has value. That declaration you can take to the judge and show proof that you tried to make attempts, it didn't work out. They'll extend your hearing date. So don't think that you're hiring process servers and they're just ripping you off and the court's trying to rip you off and they want to extend the date. Not everybody's out to get you. Okay, process servers want to get it served, but we can't serve it if the address is bad. Maybe you tried to have other process servers serve it. This is valuable information to tell us. So if you're a process server and you're dealing with pro ses and you have a website and your website's ranking locally and you're trying to get business from anyone who will hire you, you're going to have to deal with pro ses. Okay. If you don't have that conversation with them, then you should give them the refund. And what I mean is, if you order something and it shows up to your house and it's not what you ordered, you're upset. One time I ordered something online and it was this little, on the picture it looked like it was this giant inner tube that you could go out on the water. When it showed up, it was a little size of a tennis ball. They duped me. And I paid $40 for that little ball. They duped me. So, even though you're not duping them, and you did the service that you offered, you didn't properly communicate to them. And it's my opinion and my practice in my business to just give them a refund. Why? Because their perception is their reality. If you've ever been married, had a wife, maybe some husbands too, they have their perception. And if it's different from what your perception is, your reality, because you're a realist, then You want to say they're crazy. You want to say they don't know what they're talking about or whatever. But it doesn't matter, because you need to have a good relationship with this person. So when the case of the client, you need them to not leave you a bad review. Okay? And so if you don't want bad reviews, communicate expectations up front. The way that service attempts are handled. And worst case scenario, offer a refund. I promise you, a 5-star rating is worth it. If I could pay $10,000 and get 1,000 5-star reviews, I would make that $10,000 back based on those reviews within a month. Let me tell you something. You open up a new location, you get 100 reviews, 5-star reviews, dominate. I just started a local business here in the East Mountains, junk removal. We got 30-something reviews within a month, 2 months. Dominate. So much so that when Google shut off for a short time, a local competitor called me and goes, "Are you guys okay? I started getting calls for your area again." And I had never talked to him before. And I'm like, no, Google shut off for a little bit. He's like, "Oh, wow." He's like, "I've been making so much money in that area where I normally get nothing in that area because we dominated Google." Okay. So pricing and like refunds, just give the refund. The other thing is, let's say you did communicate, they still want a refund, or you could tell they just want a refund because they're kind of jackholes. There are jackholes out there. To the jackholes, I say tough luck. And here's how you handle the jackholes. The worst ones are the ones that go and they do a chargeback on their card. They do a chargeback, and the credit card company essentially gives them their money back, takes it from you, and then you have to do what's called arbitration. And the arbitration fee with Stripe and most of these other carriers is $500. You do the arbitration fee and you lose the $500 plus you lose your money. It's a lose-lose scenario. So what I teach you to do, what I set up for you as well, if you sign up for a website with our company, Mighty Website Builder, we actually build websites for $1,000. If you're a community member, we have ongoing promotions that give you a discount on the setup. But we set you up with an online order form that does what I did for my company, which was create terms of service that say there are no refunds, that we are delivering legal documents. We are not a courier delivering things that people want. We're delivering things that people often don't want, and it's our job to try to deliver it anyways. And once we go through that and get the signature for those terms, I've had 2 chargebacks in 10 years, and both of them were overturned immediately, and I got my money back. So if you want an ironclad no refund policy, you got to set it up and get a signature and a confirmation that their signature is in fact their signature on the form. There's a bunch of hoops to jump through to make sure this is correct. We set it up for you. If you want to set it up yourself, go ahead. You go to 123legalsupport.com, click order online, go rip off my form. Okay. I know you're going to anyways. So go ahead. But we'll do it for you. We build $10,000 websites for pennies on the dollar. You can't get better websites. We specialize in process server and PI websites. My design team is off the charts. Our SEO specialists are unbeatable. Okay. So, plus you get an online directory. You guys get to be part of our directory. So, if you're wondering what this is all about, just ask. Just send me a message. Okay? I'm here inside the community, Mighty Process Server community. And we're doing all kinds of live events for free. We do our monthly roundtable after dark where we pretty much hang out and I answer questions about Mighty Premium, about our website service, or any other questions you have. I have hundreds pushing 1,000 hours of video content inside of Mighty Process Server Community Classroom tab. So if you have questions, go there. I appreciate you hanging out on my walk. Oh, such a beautiful sun. This time of year is just absolutely amazing. If you're a process server and you're driving every day, you have to get the steps in. This is from 10 years of eating fast food and gas station food, which is even worse. I know you're gonna hate me for saying that, but it's true. Gas station food and just driving. If you're successful as a process server, you're gonna have so much business. It's gonna be unbelievable. 20, 30, 40 serves a day you're attempting, and you serve 10 or 20 and you get another 20 or 30 in your bucket every single day, and it just seems like you'll never be done. Like, I had dreams about driving and mapping out routes. Take care of yourself, guys. Trust me, take my word for it. And we'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.
That's a wrap on another episode of Process Server Daily, where the legal support industry levels up. Want to grow your process serving business with the best marketing tools, the most engaged community, and the highest ranking directory online? Visit mightyprocessserver.com. Claim your listing. Join our free community. Surround yourself with process servers who get it and build something real. From the field to the courtroom, this is Process Server Daily. Until next time, stay safe out there and live mighty.